Hi friends, welcome to math today. We are going to be working with some shapes that are going to be helping us to make other shapes. The first page you are going to need is this page that has squares and triangles. Now if you are at school, you're going to get the real ones to work with that look like this. But if you are at home and you don't have any of these, you can use these. And hopefully mom or dad or somebody can help you cut some of them out. You probably don't need more than 6 of each of them in order to do the things that we're doing today. We are going to need page 661 through 666. That's a lot of 6s, isn't it? 661 to 666. Now, I'm going to be going back and forth between the camera and the Elmo today in order to show the things that we're going to be doing. So as soon as you are ready, as soon as you have 6 of each of these cut out and you have your papers ready, come back and join me and we will get started. All right, boys and girls, the first thing we're going to do is we are going to be using our squares. And they want us to use our squares first to make a rectangle and then to make a big triangle. And mine just ran away. So I am going to be showing you on the paper, I am going to be showing you how to make a rectangle with your squares, and then I'm going to be showing you how to make a big square. And you can actually see that I did that already, but I will show you both of those. So you watch. Okay, so here is the rectangle that we made, and we used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares to make a rectangle. Now we're going to take 2 of them off and we're going to make a big square. Can you go ahead and do that with yours? And then you're going to trace around them and you will have a big square. When you are done with that, you may flip the page and meet me on the next one. All right, so on page 662, we're going to take 2 squares and we're going to make a what out of it? A rectangle. Would you go ahead and do that for me? So does yours look like mine? We have 2 squares, we put them together, and what do we have? Yes, we have a rectangle. All right, now we're going to go to number 2, and what are we going to make over here? We're going to make a big triangle, but what are we going to use to make that big triangle? We're going to use some small ones. Watch and see how I do that. Do you see how I filled in all of the corners first? What extra shape is there? There's another one, isn't there? Go ahead and squeeze that in. And now you may trace it. You might want to take the pieces off first. So we have 4 little triangles that make a big triangle. Good. Look at this one on number 3. Wow. Can you tell me what this is? A hexagon. And I counted the sides for you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And look at the pieces we're going to use. Does that look like that's going to work? I wonder if it will. Let's watch and see what happens. Did I do it? I did, didn't I? Can you do that? Go ahead and you try. You're going to need all 6 of them, and you're going to put them nice and tight together, and you are going to make a hexagon. Go ahead and do that. If you need to pause the video, go ahead. All right, now let's go to the next side. All right, on this one, they want you to take 6, what? What are these? 6 squares. Go ahead and put those in that shape over there and see what it makes. All right, we took squares, but what did we end up making? We ended up making a rectangle. That's a pretty big rectangle, isn't it? Now you can take 3 of those and you can move them down here, and we'll see what shape that is. All right, what did we make this time? We made another rectangle, but it is not as wide. It is narrower. So instead of using 6, we used 3. Number 6, it says use 9 pattern blocks to make a large square. Trace the shapes you used. Now, I just came from my own classroom and I only brought 6 with me. So mine isn't going to be finished, but I will show you what it almost looks like, and you're going to do your whole thing. All right, so if I have 6, how many more do you think I need to finish it up? I need 3 more, don't I? So I have 6, 7, 8, 9. Go ahead and do that. And then we're going to flip the page. Okay, here we have a rectangle. Can you tell me with that rectangle what 2 shapes I used to make a rectangle? I used 2 what? Squares. Can you go ahead and trace 2 squares for me? Okay, number 8. They want you to take 2 triangles and see if you can make a rectangle. I want you to try that and see if that works. How's it going? Is it working? It's not, is it? Because those are not the shapes that we need to make a rectangle. So you can cross those out. All right, let's go ahead and look at our homework page. On this side, they are showing you the shapes that they want you to use. And then they want you to put them in and you can trace them. Here, so these triangles make a big what? Triangle, good. 3 squares make a what? Rectangle. And see how I divided them? Okay, so you can see where the pieces are. We did this one a little while ago. That one was kind of tricky, but it's kind of fun. So you go ahead and put those pieces in and go ahead and make that hexagon. And then on the back side, they're going to have you do the same thing. They tell you how many pieces of what shape, and then you're going to make the bigger shape and you will trace them. So that is a really quick lesson in squares and triangles and how you can make special different shapes from the shapes that you have. Make sure that if you are at home that you upload your papers to Google Classroom so that your teachers can see what an awesome job you did. Make sure you save these pieces for tomorrow and for the next day, Thursday, because you're going to need them. So put them in a safe place, maybe in an envelope or a little baggie, so that you have them for the next couple days for math. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.